Welcome back to Focus Fox Valley. It's our Focus on Careers segment with Fox Valley Technical College and an opportunity to highlight careers of promise. But today, we're really leaning into anyone out there who might have maybe a younger student, high schoolers in particular. We're reminding you of the K-12 Partnerships Program and the different offerings that can get your students access to some college opportunities a little bit earlier. Today, joining us, two voices with the program. We've got Jennifer Van Thiel, manager of K-12 Partnerships, in studio. Welcome back, Jennifer.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. And we also have Jason Vosters joining us, who will lend us a hand in talking about this and give us some insight into his area as well. Hi, Jason. How you doing?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank you. Well, let's get a little bit of get to know you out of the way. Jennifer, refresh our listeners' memory on your connection to this program and kind of how you got here.
Yeah, I'd love to. Thank you. So I lead our K-12 partnership office, so anything having to do with early college credit while still in high school, and also career exploration. I actually graduated from Appleton East, and when I was in high school, I thought for sure I was going into healthcare. My favorite teacher at Appleton East, Mrs. Marks, she required us to do a senior job shadow second semester of senior year, and I remember going to the hospital and leaving thinking, man, Grey's Anatomy is not based on reality. So I knew I had to make a life decision in a short period of time, so I decided to go to Fox Valley Tech through the marketing program, so I didn't spend a ton of time and money and realized after 4 years I still didn't have a clear direction. And I interned in the marketing office while I was a student there, and I think it was my second day on the job. I said I am never, ever leaving. So since then, I've made it my lifelong mission to help others realize that Fox Valley Tech or technical college education is a smart option to enter the workforce and also build a solid foundation for continuing your education if you choose to do that.
That's wonderful. And I love that teacher shout out because they are so great at helping us make those decisions that we maybe not have realized, in those moments. I love that teacher shout out. Jason, I'll ask you the same question. Tell us how you got connected to K-12 partnerships and help us with your current role.
Sure. So way back in the day, I was a graduate of Fox Valley Tech in their automated manufacturing systems program. I eventually was hired within that program to kind of help guide students, a non-faculty position at that point. Eventually moved into faculty and have been teaching automation for a long time. And with part of that endeavors the last couple of years has been teaching high school students, which obviously is not the normal route that a technical college instructor might do, but it's been a great experience, and yeah, I've enjoyed every moment of that.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing. So let's give our listeners a better glance at what this program kind of provides and can do for students. We'll highlight high school academies. Jennifer, what are these? How do they work, and who is eligible to participate?
Great question. So I think college debt has been a hot topic as of recently, and this is a great way for young folks to grow as a professional without being strapped with the burden of debt long term. So it's really about purposeful dual enrollment. So looking at what the end result might be, and then taking early college credit courses that are in specific alignment with those career goals. So the academies at Fox Valley Tech are a set or a specific set of classes working towards a specific pathway. They are on our FETC campuses in state-of-the-art labs with advanced equipment, and they're taught by our experienced FETC instructors. So the nice thing is many of them are grant funded, which means that there's no cost to students, families, or the school districts. And those that do have a cost associated with them, it is tuition, books, and fees for the most part. And if you look at our tuition, it's about half of what the UWs charge and about a third to a fourth of what the private colleges charge. So when I went to Fox Valley Tech, I graduated with my associate's degree. I transferred to Lakeland, which is a private university, and my classes at Fox Valley Tech were about $400. My classes at Lakeland were about $1,500. So a significant cost savings.
We just talked about those transfer degrees 2 weeks ago here on the program, so that's a great connector. But I'll ask you, Jason, you're teaching these classes. Tell us a little bit about what that looks like. And students are coming to those labs, as Jennifer mentioned, on campus at Fox Valley Tech?
Correct, yes. So in our case, it's an academy for automation, so we're trying to teach students how to possibly end up in, say, a mini engineering role where a company's trying to build their product quicker, easier, cheaper, faster, more reliable, more efficient. So in that learning, they come to us 5 afternoons a week, so they're with us for a 3-hour session 5 days a week.
Wow.
They have the ability to do that for 1 or 2 years, depending on if they're a junior, senior, etc. So it's Fox Valley Tech instructors in Fox Valley Tech labs using our own equipment, etc. We'll do some tours with them as well to get a little bit of an insight of, you know, what a manufacturing environment looks like or what a typical day might be. But yes, they're off of their high school campus and they're with us.
If I would have done something like this in high school, I would have thought this was so next level, so wonderful to kind of be getting a jump start on that learning. What are you hearing from the students that you're teaching and in the classroom with, you know, for 15 hours a week?
Sure. The students that we hear from are very excited to maybe get off of their high school campus. They're with students of different high schools, so they get to know new students, get to be put in a new environment. They are not with traditional program students, so the whole entire class is the same age, same skill set, if you will. Oftentimes pretty green as far as the experience, but that's stuff that we work through. So it seems like they have a very good experience getting to know new people and trying to identify if this is a skill set they would like to continue on with.
Excellent. All right. Well, we talked a little bit about automation, but we're going to also highlight a couple other of the Academy offerings after the break. So don't go away. It's our Focus on Careers. You're listening to it on WHBY. Welcome back. Our Focus on Careers with us here today. We'll highlight the details on an open house in just a moment, coming up Tuesday, March 4th. But right now, we're highlighting the K-12 partnerships with Jennifer and Jason. Jennifer, why don't you walk us through some of the other Academy offerings? We touched on automation just a little bit. Tell us about what other types of programs high schoolers can jump into.
Yeah, students that are in good academic standing and are ready to get a jump start on their future can look into the Fire Principals Academy. So that is a semester-long academy where students come to the public safety training facility. Thanks to grant funding, it is completely free to students.
Awesome.
That includes their PPE for the program, and then they're walking away with a 4-credit class that is the first class to their associate's degree program, but it also then qualifies them to be a volunteer firefighter. So that's pretty awesome. At the public safety training facility, they have amazing tools out there. If folks haven't had a chance to get out there, it is awesome.
They recently celebrated a big anniversary out there, too.
Yeah, awesome. Another one is we have an automotive academy, which students can start as a junior or a senior in that one. Applications for that are currently open, and that starts right away in fall. Students that continue from junior through senior year, they actually can earn up to a technical diploma in maintenance and light repair. So that's actually about a $3,500 program if they complete that as a high school student. That one, some of the schools will pay for that. And we also have students that maybe go to schools that don't pay, and then they're willing to self-pay that just because of the tuition break that they get.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a huge motivator, I'd imagine, for a lot of families.
Right, absolutely.
All right. And with running out of time just a little bit here, I want to make sure, what does this set our students up for success-wise? Can you give us just maybe an explainer? Maybe I'll turn to you, Jason, on what this really does for our students who are looking to make that next step towards their college degree.
Sure. So we've been doing this program for a couple of years. We've had several students after their high school have come back to the tech to complete their entire associate degree. They're roughly halfway to their associate degree through their high school endeavors. We also have students up at Michigan Tech from the high school academy. We have students who, quite honestly, have said, you know what, I don't think this is what I want to do long term. And that's also fantastic with us because they had the time to make that determination for themselves and be like, hey, this is maybe not what I want to do. So got students going right to the workforce to coming to us or going right to a 4-year engineering school.
That's fantastic. You've got an open house coming out, so maybe some parents or grandparents are out there listening, want to bring their high schooler to kind of check things out and see the scene. When will that open house be happening, Jennifer?
Yeah, the open house is Tuesday, March 4th from 3 to 6. Individuals are not required to register. They can just come and go as pleased. If they apply for admissions that evening, the application fee is waived for them, so it's completely free, and that's a lifelong fee. They can check out our programs. We have faculty and currently enrolled college students on campus, and they can get tours of whatever labs they'd like to check out.
Fantastic. It's been awesome having the both of you here today. So thank you again. We'll toss out a website for you, which is fbtc.edu/academies, which we'll also link on our website. But Jennifer, Jason, thanks for being part of the show today, helping us learn more about those K-12 partnerships and some great setup for success moments for these students.
Awesome. Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And with that, we will